Hey everyone, today we wanted to go ahead and review our April horror pack. We get the Blu-ray pack. Basically, if you don't know what horror pack
Comes
is...
with 4 Blu-rays. Sorry.
If you don't know what horror pack is, it's a subscription service that sends 4 Blu-rays or 4 DVDs, depending on whichever subscription you decide on. And I believe they're also starting a thriller pack. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested in thriller movies as well. This pack for April was amazing. I think it's one of my favorite packs that I've received from Horror Pack. Okay, so if you're interested in Horror Pack, I'll leave a link down in the description. Click on it. You'll get $3 off your first subscription, and I'll get $3 off. Also check out their Facebook and Instagram because they put up hints each month to kind of give you an idea of what they might be sending you when you get your box, and it's fun to play along and guess along the month. Like I was saying earlier, this is my favorite, probably one of my favorite horror packs that I've gotten since I started the subscription. So which one do you want to start with?
No, this is my least favorite.
Your least favorite. I love Pumpkinhead. I thought this movie specifically, like Pumpkinhead 2, was so much cheesy fun. I was cracking up like the entire time.
It is fun to make fun of these movies.
I love the creature. I love Pumpkinhead. I think he's really cool looking. I thought
a unique horror
yeah.
creature.
I loved the witch in this movie. I guess she's a witch, right? Yeah, she's a witch. I thought her makeup was interesting, and I thought the storyline that followed her and her family was interesting as well. The acting, though, in the beginning with the 5 teenagers was just like so funny to me. Like, it just kept me cracking up because it felt like such a 80s, 90s
Well, it was.
horror, like, clique of kids, you know what I mean?
What's funny is, you see those movies where they make fun of this genre or this era, but when you go look back at it, it's like totally dead on.
Yeah,
That's exactly how it was back then when you watch these movies.
But that's what makes it fun. And a lot of the horror pack movies, for the Blu-rays at least, you can swap the cover, which is really cool. You can like
some of them, yeah. I've been noticing
it seems like there's been quite a few that you can do that with. Not that
this
one,
one
but
you can.
But anyway, Pumpkinhead, basically 2 Bloodwings follows a group of teenagers who are kind of just mischievous. They're just mischievous kids.
Good old teenagers.
And they decide, yeah, let's just do this witchcraft for fun, like, and then they're like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
darn, it doesn't work. What a dud. Yeah, it was just so cheesy. Like, the introduction of the teenage characters was really cheesy.
The thing was they end up like ditching school to go bust some witchcraft or something.
Yeah, and they're just like...
It's a normal day. Witchcraft. Ditching.
Well, and not entirely, because they ditched school to go to this like pit area, which is obviously unsafe. And then they are driving around late at night and they randomly hit the witch. So like I was saying, this follows 5 teenagers who decide to just, have fun with witchcraft. And they do, and then they reap what they sow. And basically Pumpkinhead comes out and gets his revenge. That's what Pumpkinhead's about. And it's a fun movie. I love it. I think I might like it better than the first one. I don't think we went and watched the special effects on this yet, but
features.
It looks like there's going to be some interviews on here with Greg Nicotero.
Ooh.
So
That's one thing we need to start doing is making it a point to watch the special features
for these reviews. Yeah. So for the next one, we'll do that definitely. So yeah, definitely recommend watching Pumpkinhead 2. Like I was saying earlier, I think I might like this one better than the first one. So fun movie.
Let's do Wolf Cop.
Wolf Cop. I've seen this movie before on Netflix. Really interesting movie.
I flipped the art.
You did flip the artwork
on this one too.
But yeah, it's about a guy who just that picture. Hold that out, like yeah.
So this is the artwork that was on the inside.
Inside, yeah.
And if you have the
If you have the
Blu-ray,
Blu-ray, you
you'll
can
know.
see the other artwork. It's a really awesome movie. It's about a guy who I guess is a sort of drunkard sheriff.
Yeah, he kind of really doesn't care.
He
too
doesn't
much.
care about his job. It doesn't seem like, because he puts in very minimal effort to even be present in the day.
Or coherent.
Coherent, yeah.
All right.
Okay, so here's
back.
the actual cover.
All right.
So anyway, this movie's about a sheriff, a drunkard sheriff who doesn't really want to be present in his day and doesn't really seem like he cares about his job. All he cares about is drinking and being at the bar. So he one day gets told to go check something out because they get a call and weird things have been happening. So
Old go check out that thing over there.
yeah, and then something strange happens to him in the woods, and mysterious fur starts to appear. And then
Is that what the hint was from the last one?
unexpected fur.
Unexpected fur.
To figure out what's going on in his town, even though he's a werewolf now, he's like super cop now. He's still taking his cop
it seems
responsibilities.
Like he's taking it a little more seriously.
So as a werewolf cop, he is better at his job. And the whole time he's trying to figure out what is going on that caused his change and what's going on in his town. I don't want to call it a sleepy town because a lot of the townspeople are they don't.
Is it like homely? Home? Is that how you say it?
There are some homeless people, but it's not that. It's the fact that there are some people that don't care about their area because there's people tagging on things, which is a kind of, in a way, for me, when people like tag on things, it's like marking their territory, right? Like a dog would pee on something.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of think that that's kind of a connection with being a wolf. I don't know. I always thought that. As a wolf cop, he's trying to sort of solve what's going on in his town because something isn't quite right, because it seems like this has happened before. Just the mysterious deaths. The mysterious deaths have happened before in his town. And he doesn't know what it is about and what's going on with it. And there's definitely more than that meets the eye, and I'm not going to give it away, but I highly recommend watching this movie because it's funny, and I love werewolf movies. I just love them.
All right.
And what did you think about it?
Yeah, I liked it. It reminded me of like a really cheesy 80s movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Ever since I watched that movie, the music that is playing in the sort of love prison scene, has been popping in my head randomly. Like I'm even hearing it in my head right now.
What the?
So yeah, do you remember that music? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have to play it for you just so you know it's popping in my head randomly, like during the day. Not right now, but okay. So the next movie we're gonna talk about is Poker Night, and I want to say that this is the other movie that I could have gotten in my horror block one time. I'm glad I didn't because I got it in my horror pack. But this is an awesome movie.
It was really good.
All of the
Suspense.
actors were so believable. It doesn't matter how many times you've seen them in other movies, they really fit the characters that they played. Basically, it is another sort of psychological thriller. And you think the movie is going to go one way, and then it twists, and then it twists, and then it twists, and then it twists, and then it twists. There's like so many different twists in this movie, like you don't even know what's going to happen.
What a twist.
Oh my god. Anyway, basically there's this detective and he's pretty young and he recently got promoted, and he goes to poker night. And in this movie, it's kind of that this poker night is kind of like these experienced detectives who have been through some horrible, horrible stuff in their career.
Kind of like the OGs of the area.
Yeah. Tell them their stories, and in hopes that he's going to learn something from their mistakes or their successes. And this
Each
whole movie
story was very interesting.
every story was interesting.
Very interesting.
So
and
many
the way
characters.
it was told too.
Yes.
The way it was told, the way they shot it, and
the way they had him sort of pretend in the movie that he was that
character, yeah. The
so
one
he put
telling the story.
put himself in their shoes was really interesting. This whole movie was shot beautifully. The baddie's mask was really creepy.
I really liked it.
Really creepy. And I just love that they kept the suspense of who is it for a long time. And obviously we're not going to say anything about it, but in a way, I kind of wish it would have been left on longer. In a way.
The mask.
In a way. The whole time it was just a sort of fight for survival, and you didn't know what was going to happen. And
I mean,
obviously this cop gets himself into a bad situation.
How do you catch a killer when he's holding all the cards?
Stop reading the... So yeah, great movie. Absolutely recommend it. I would love any movie that was like this. I'd watch it again. I'd recommend it to anyone. It's an awesome movie. And then our Horror Pack limited edition for April was another amazing movie. It's called The Dark Below. Oh my gosh.
Doesn't have a reversible.
I cannot even tell you like how amazing this movie was. It was cold and dark and sadistic in a way and haunting. Basically, I think it says it on the back. Basically, there's a woman who has to survive a serial killer while she's in a frozen lake. And that's what it says on the back. So I don't want to give away too much, so that's why I read it. So basically, she has to survive, she has to outsmart this serial killer. And there is so much more to this story than that. It is just a horrifying tale of trust and betrayal, the worst kinds of betrayal. I don't want to give away too much, like I was saying, but it's pretty quick that certain things are revealed when you watch this movie. All the acting was amazing.
Yeah, there's hardly any words spoken at all. How many? Like what? 3 or 4?
Maybe
a
2 lines in the whole movie. 1 line at the beginning and a couple at the end, maybe.
Yeah, it was a lot of just
silence,
acting out the whole situation, and they did a really good job of
yes,
telling the story
and
that way.
Flashbacks that build this whole tale of betrayal, and just beautifully directed, beautifully acted. And I think it is just an amazing movie. And if you can get your hands on this, because I know this is an limited edition Blu-ray, get it, because it is amazing.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one.
And we got a signed one.
It's signed.
Because, Horror Pack is awesome, and they send us exclusive limited movies, and a lot of times the limited editions are signed.
Who is it signed by?
I believe this is by the main actress, I believe.
The main actress?
Yes. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Lauren
So
Schaefer.
the main actress, and she did an amazing, like I said, amazing job. The special effects, gruesome.
Oh yeah.
Gruesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just reminding him about that, he obviously cringed. Just amazing. I loved it. Loved this movie. So like you can see, this Horror Pack as a whole, we thoroughly enjoyed. There's a huge range of like cheesy, awesome 80s, 90s movies, throwback sort of style of that time with the wolf cop, and just
really like that.
love that cheese, and werewolves are awesome. And then the more serious independent movies, as well as the psychological thrillers that they threw in. This whole pack was a huge range of movies, and it was just amazingly packed this month for April. So if you guys are interested in Horror Pack, like I was saying, they've exposed me to a lot of different movies, some that I've seen, some that I haven't seen, but it's nice to have them in my collection. And if you're interested in them, check them out. I'm gonna link it down below, so there it is. Go click on it, go check out their Facebook, go check out their Instagram, and if you're interested in checking out any of my other unboxings for these, go ahead, and my reviews are all on my channel. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought of this pack, what you guys thought of these movies if you've seen them, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.